Yeah, I mean it's a good thing, I guess, because you don't have to spend a lot of time. It's not somebody from the other side of the conference that we haven't seen since early January. So with the short turnaround before the tournament, our players, are prepared, and it's a bad thing because you're playing the best team in the league that just beat you by 20. So it's going to be fun though. Our players, they feel like they have an opportunity to go to Nashville and do something special, and that's all you want. They have the right mentality. It's bonus basketball. You're part of March Madness, and they're excited about that.
It's really kind of crazy to think how important that four-game winning streak was to propel you guys into this
Right.
situation. Do you guys feel like maybe you backed into the tournament, or was that
No,
the
we've
key
we've
run?
played well down the stretch. I mean, the two losses. Austin P just beat. Uh, one of the other top teams in the league by 36. I mean, UT Martin just beat one of the top teams in the league by 36 right before they played us. So it's not like, that was bad. And if you look at that game and going back and studying the film, if we don't give up the big run, and I talked about it the other night after the game where, they hit a couple of threes, we didn't do what we were supposed to do defensively, and, they go on the big run there in the first quarter. If we don't give that up, and then the three shots in a row right at the start of the third quarter, it's an even game. And we did some good things offensively, even though we only shot 27%. We got a lot of great looks, and we just didn't make enough shots. But you still you don't give up that big run right there, uh, and it's a fairly even game. So we should be able to gain some confidence from that. The other loss down the stretch at Austin P by 9, they beat UT Martin by 10 on their home court the week before. So they were playing well. I think we're playing well enough right now to go to the tournament and have a chance and have a belief that we can go down there and win the thing. But the most important thing is focusing on being better today and tomorrow, and then being ready to play on Wednesday.
Uh, KJ kind of struggled Saturday against UT Martin. Is
Uh,
there anything you guys can do to get her open?
I mean, she's 0 for 7 from the field, didn't score a point, but she made a lot of good positive plays too. Had several assists, and had a lot of plays that would have been assists if people had either made a layup or made a wide open shot. And she made some hustle plays, went and got a couple of offensive rebounds in the second half. I really felt like, after watching the film, there's no question she struggled. The biggest thing was, as a team and her as an individual, we didn't respond well to adversity early in the game. And that's, I mean, how many times is she going to go scoreless in a game? So, we have complete confidence in her. She's an all-conference player. I don't know, what it'll be when the awards are announced, but in our opinion, she's one of the best players in the league, and she'll play well in Nashville. I have no doubts about that.
Between the two matchups, the one earlier in the season against Martin and this last one, there has been a margin of improvement.
Hmm.
Do you expect another jump in improvement come Wednesday?
I would hope so. Yeah, I mean, I fully expect to go down and win the basketball game, and so do our players. Does that mean that it's not going to be difficult? It's going to be difficult. There's no question. They are the best team in the league, without a doubt. They are beatable, and we're capable of beating them. But we have to be locked in. You have to be efficient on the offensive end. You cannot shoot 27% from the field and beat that team, because they're going to be efficient. They're going to score. Last game they scored 70 points. That's, if you told me before the game we hold them to 70 points and under 40% from the field, I would have thought we'd have a great opportunity to come away with a victory. And then after watching film, it's really the two runs. But that's what they do. We have to respond when they go on a run and limit that run. And that's the thing that has to be better.
Can you effectively change anything at this point of the year to do something different as far as a jump defense or something like that? Or does that cause more problems than it solves?
You can do that if you have the right team to do that. I don't know if that doesn't cause, I think, usually it calls more. If you're having to go and grasp at desperation things, you're probably not in a good position anyway. I really feel like, you evaluate the games that we've played. If you take care of the basketball and we make some open shots, you have an opportunity to win. We did a better job of taking care of the basketball the last time we played them than we did the first time, and we have to do a much better job in the tournament. We can't turn it over 17 times and shoot 27% from the field and not guard the three-point shot and beat them. That's not a good recipe for success. But we'll go down there, and there are a couple of things we'll tinker with a little bit, but I don't think you can go down and throw everything you've done out the window and just go all in and try to throw it. First of all, you throw a junk defense at UT Martin. They've got 5 people that can knock down a 3-point shot. What do you're giving up wide open looks to 40% 3-point shooters. So, that's a tough deal.
Why is it that you think that they're just so good at making 3-point shots?
Because they've recruited great 3-point shooters. It's that simple. I mean, there's no secret to it. All those kids could shoot it phenomenally before they got there. They have a veteran group. They have transfers, Haley Howard and Jesse Ward, that have played, in the Big East and the SEC and made shots in those leagues. And they've got kids that have been there for, like Schubert's, that's been there for 4 years, that, she can just flat shoot the ball. And when you can shoot it, you cover up a lot of deficiencies and a lot of sins. So they have great shooters at every spot. And Cockney transfers from Middle Tennessee, was, a big time player coming out of high school. So it is what they are, and that's why they're been the best team in the league the last 3 years.
Most, if not all, your team has never played in that kind of atmosphere at the Muni. How do you prepare them for that and getting ready for it?
Well, we've played in a more difficult atmosphere than we're going to see on Wednesday. No question. Florida State's much more difficult. SIUE was more difficult. You're talking about to be honest with you, you're talking about a Wednesday afternoon game at noon. There are going to be some fans there from both teams, but it's not like there's going to be 5,000 screaming people and you're not in. I mean, our arena is bigger than the Muni. It's not like you're in a cavernous arena where you've never been in that atmosphere before. So, we just got to focus on the 94 feet from baseline to baseline, and that's it. And that's what we'll do. We'll go in there and just play the game.
You said in the middle of the season that the goal was, from your team was to get to the tournament. Now that you're here, how does the team? How do they feel?
They feel great about it. They feel like now they've everybody, and it's a fact. Coaches say it all the time. It's a cliche, but it's a fact. Everybody's record is thrown out the window at this point in the year. You're 0-0, and all you have to do is win one game to get the next game. If you lose, you don't have a next game. So, every year we've been in the tournament. I've gone to the tournament as the regular season champion, as the 1 seed and by far the best team in the league. And, we lost to a hot team with a losing record at the end of the tournament. And I've gone in the tournament as a team tied for 3rd in the league, where, 2 other teams were better during the regular season than us, and we played well and won the tournament. Last year you saw TSU beat UT Martin in the final. I mean, who would have thought that would have happened going into that afternoon? Not a single person in the conference, including TSU probably, if they were honest. But anything can happen on a given day. So we've got to go in and treat it as, this is just bonus basketball. It's a chance for our seniors to extend their career. It's a step for our program back, coming off last year, a step for our program back in the right direction, where we're having an opportunity to compete for a championship at the end of the year. And, it is what it is. So we'll go out, and I'm sure our players will enjoy the opportunity. I felt like the other night I kind of, maybe we put too much pressure on them on, you have to win this game. And they didn't respond well to that. But in this case, in a tournament atmosphere, it's, who expects us to go in and win? The only people that really will expect us to win are the people in our locker room. So you have nothing to lose. You can go out and play free and play as hard as you can play for 40 minutes and let the chips fall where they may.
You talked about struggling with the pick and roll, losing the shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan on changing are you going to change your game plan at all?
I'm not going to go into that, or, I'll tell Kevin that personally. But we have to be better no matter what we do. We have to be better at it. There's no question. You can't allow Jesse Ward to hit 7 threes in the first half and have a chance to win the ball game. So hopefully we defend a little bit better, especially in those situations.